Have you ever really stopped to think about the words we use every single day? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on a word you've probably said 1,000 times without ever realizing just how powerful it is. I mean, seriously, think about it. How much heavy lifting can one little word actually do? It turns out some words are like secret superheroes, doing way more work than we give them credit for. And the word we're putting under the microscope today is equal. Yeah, I know, it seems so simple, so straightforward. But trust me, this one word holds a fascinating secret about how language really works. So, to really get why it's so special, we first need to break down the different jobs it does in a sentence. Think of it like a star employee who can somehow cover 3 completely different shifts. Okay, first up, its most common gig, being an adjective. This is when it's just describing something. You know, like, the number of people inside is equal to the number of people outside. Here, equal is describing the relationship between the numbers. They're the same. Easy enough, right? But then, get this, it can completely switch hats and become a noun. Like in the sentence, I'm your teacher, not your equal. Whoa, suddenly it's not describing something anymore, it is something. It's a person, a concept of someone with the same status. And for its third trick, it becomes a verb, an action word. This is the one we all remember from math class, right? When you say 2 + 2 = 4, the word equals is the action. It's the engine connecting the two sides of that equation, showing they have the same value. So let's just take a step back. We've got one word, just 5 letters, that can be a description, a person, and an action, an adjective, a noun, and a verb. That incredible versatility, well, that's the whole secret. And it's that amazing ability to do 3 jobs at once that gets equal into a very, very exclusive club. So what's with this number? 850. It's not just random, I promise. It actually represents a very carefully chosen, high-powered list that our little word equal is a part of. Any ideas? It's the total number of words in something called the Basic English Word List. And this isn't just a list of the most common words, it's basically the toolkit for a whole simplified version of the English language. And there it is, plain as day in the source material. This one sentence is the key that unlocks the whole thing. It tells us that equal isn't just a useful word, it has been officially designated as essential. And this isn't a fluke, it's also on the academic vocabulary list. And it's one of the 1,000 most common headwords in the entire language. You know, when a word keeps showing up on all these greatest hits lists, you know it's a real heavyweight. So now we can finally connect the dots. Why does its versatility land it on this super important basic English list? What's the big idea here? Well, the whole point of Basic English was to create a version of the language that's easy to learn, but still powerful enough to express really complex ideas. To pull that off, you can't just pick 850 random words. You have to pick the most useful ones. And that gets us right to the heart of it. Words like equal are linguistic Swiss Army knives. I mean, why waste 3 slots in your essential vocabulary list when you can have one word that does the job of all 3? It's the ultimate in word efficiency. Okay, so let's tie this all together. What's the big takeaway from all this about the language we use every day? It's this. A word's real power doesn't just come from its definition, it comes from its versatility. These flexible, adaptable words that can jump between different roles, they are the true workhorses of our language. They're the hidden foundation holding everything up. And that leaves me with a final question for you. If you had to build your life around just 850 words, which ones would you absolutely have to include? What are the Swiss Army knives in your vocabulary? It's a pretty interesting thing to think about. Thanks for watching.